Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you've had a good week, and I hope you'll have a wonderful Shabbos here in Brookline or wherever you may be. Unfortunately, we are still counting the days since October 7th, and today is the 154th day that the remaining hostages, are still in Gaza and have not been freed. The 154th day that Israel has been at war. We continue to daven for the soldiers, for the hostages, their families, everyone in Israel, and the entire Jewish people. In the Torah, names are very important, whether it is the name that someone is given at their birth, like Yitzchak, or Yaakov, which are symbolic and contain meaning, or whether they are names if a person's name is changed or an additional name is given later in life, like Abraham and Sarah. And names are very, again, meaningful in the Torah and Tanakh. And by looking at a person's name, often you get an insight into the essence of that person and the lessons that that person in the Torah is meant to convey and to teach us. And I noticed something very interesting in this week's Parsha. Parshas VaYakhel, it is the Parsha of the actual construction of the Mishkan. And Moshe appoints, based on Hashem's direction, Bezalel as the main architect, the main leader, the main craftsperson that oversees the entire work. But his second in command, and really his partner, is someone named Ohali'av. Ohali'av ben Achisamach from the tribe of Dan. And Chazal already asked, why were these two people paired, and what different strengths did each of them bring? But it occurred to me this year, looking and preparing for the Parsha and for Shabbos, that there's a very interesting contrast in their names. Bezalel's name, Bezalel, Chazal already say, means Betzel Kel, in the shade of Hashem. Bezalel was an intensely spiritual person, almost mystical person. He could manipulate the letters of the Torah, and he sat in the shade of Hashem. He's totally devoted, and his mind was always connected to Hashem. Ben Ori, and he was the son of a man named Ori, my light, presumably referring to Hashem. Hashem is my light. There's an interesting play within his name of shade and light, but the point is, they are all images, they're all words that connect Bezalel to Hashem. Bezalel was this incredibly spiritual person who brought down spiritual energy into the world. He was totally one with Hashem. Now let us turn to his partner, Ohali'av. Ohali'av. What does Ohali'av mean? It comes from Ohel-Av, the tent of my father. That was the name that he carried. I am the tent of my father. I am the continuation of my father. I am part of my family that comes from my parents. Ben, and what was his father's name? Achi Samach. Achi, my brother Samach, is my support. My brother is my support. I am the support for my brother. Ohali'av's name stress the importance and centrality of family bonds, of how we are connected and how we support one another. I am the tent of my father, the son of the support of my brother. And so Ohali'av brought a different power to the construction of the Mishkan. His power wasn't the greatness in spirituality, connection to Hashem, faith, etc., but rather his power was bringing people together, the bonds that tie us together, which of course begins with family and radiates out. And the Mishkan was meant to bring these two powers together. It united the Jewish people with Hashem vertically, and it united and connected the Jewish people horizontally. And these are the two strengths that we bring to our service of Hashem. Bein Adam L'Makom, service of Hashem, and Bein Adam L'Chavero, and how we interact with others. And our Bein Adam L'Chavero power, our strength, that approach, that aspect of Torah and mitzvos begins with the family. Ohali'av ben Achisamach. I am the tent of my father, of my parents. I am the support of my brothers and sisters. Hopefully we naturally feel love within our family, that it is natural for us to be kind and considerate and to share with those within our immediate family. And we are meant to harness that power. It begins with the family. Kindness begins at home. And to learn from that how to be kind and open and generous and judge favorably people beyond our immediate family. And really, really, the idea is to expand our concept of family. Who is our family? Of course, we have our most tight, immediate family, but really we're all family. And that kind of feeling, that kind of identification is meant to extend into our friends and our community and really the entire Jewish people. These are the two strengths that intersected, the two spiritual powers that intersected in the Mishkan that created a place in this world for Hashem to dwell. There are two ways to make something holy, to make a Mishkan, so that Hashem will dwell in this world. We can be like a Betzalel, who draws down holiness directly from Hashem. He has this great spiritual power and affinity and brings holiness into this world. But there's another way to bring holiness into this world, and that is to live the life that was modeled by Ohali'av ben Achisamach, who, according to our interpretation, was someone who modeled, again, connection with others, identification with others, the love of family radiating outward when we are kind, when we, again, share, when we strengthen the bonds between people, when we increase the love within the Jewish nation, the love within our community that also creates a kind of mishkan, a tabernacle that can hold Hashem's presence in this world. That too is holy. The mishkan, we don't have a tabernacle, but it is the model of how to bring holiness, to bring the divine presence into this world, into our lives, into our homes. And there are two tracks that we hope to combine. The strength of Betzalel. We are people that live in the shade of Hashem by our faith. And we're also meant to follow the ways of Ohali'av ben Achisamach, those who feel the bonds and love of family and wish to strengthen those connections throughout our entire community. Everyone should have a wonderful Shabbos, good Shabbos, and Shabbat Shalom.